2.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our December Residence Town Hall. My name is Jenny Cotton. I'm the Executive Director for Housing and Residence Life here. I have a few special guests with me today to share some additional updates. As always, if you have any questions, please make sure that you're posting those in the chat, and we'll get to those at the end after we run through everything. And then for our RAs who are joining in today, hello and welcome. This is a combined RA and resident town hall, but RAs will be hanging out a little bit after this to answer some of your specific questions and give you updates as it relates to the RA role. So thank you guys for joining us. We're going to go ahead and jump right in to some reminders and updates that we have. Winter break is here, so congratulations, finals are over. You guys have made it. Whether you are here with us or you have gone somewhere else for the break, please make sure you're checking out our winter break website, because that does have all of our updates as it relates to things that you need to know for winter break, coming, going, staying, all of that good stuff. But speaking of winter break and staying, wherever you're staying, I hope that you got a chance to read President Cabrera's email yesterday, where he reminded everyone of ways to stay safe. And so we bulleted some out here for you. Make sure you're wearing your face covering, make sure you're washing your hands. Please try to minimize your risk of exposure by avoiding higher risk settings such as large gatherings and confined indoor spaces. We have a whole website, which is here, that we can link in the chat for you guys, just about different tips and tricks to make sure that you're practicing the safest possible behaviors over winter break so that you can come back to us in January safe and sound. So that is what we have just as far as quick overview and reminders, and then I'm going to turn it over to Brett Holst, who's going to talk about some different ways for you guys to continue to engage with us over winter break.
Thanks, Dr. Cotton. We're happy to have residents staying with us over the break, and I'm going to start off by talking about a few things we have going on over the break. We want to make sure that students who are staying on campus, and actually some of these events are for students who are off campus as well. If you have friends who want to participate, there will be some information about these all on the winter break residence part of the housing.godtech.edu website. You can check the link for that in the chat. But we have some things like a trivia night, an art party, and some other things going on. I think we have a bachelor discussion going on about relationships coming up like the 28th, I believe. But all the information and links are on the website. So please check those out if you're looking for things to do. Also on the website, lots of things to do around Atlanta, lots of things to do around campus over the break. We want to make sure that you're feeling engaged and know that there's a lot going on. Winter is a great time in Atlanta. And so if you need to get out of the building and find some things to do, take a walk, please do those things and enjoy these virtual programming brought to you by Housing. There's also some things from health initiatives and some other things that you'll see listed as well. So please check that out. I'm also going to put a plug in. You're not the only folks living on campus right now. If you're staying on campus, we have a number of people around on campus, including some of our RAs. And so the on-call process is the exact same over break. If there's an emergency, if there's something going on that you need help with from an RA, please do call the RA for your building. The cards are located throughout the building. Just call that number and they'll be able to help you out. And we have lots of folks who are going to be around over the break to assist with facilities issues, to assist with other emergencies that might be coming up. And so do check that out. If you have any questions, just reach out to us in Residence Life.
Great, thank you, Brett. Let's see, next we're going to give a quick update on some of the winter break projects that we have happening throughout campus. So Chris Taylor is going to be giving us that quick overview. Chris? You're on mute.
I apologize. I didn't know that my screen was live. I apologize. Yes, we have some projects going on over the winter break. These are a quick rundown on what they are. There's only a handful of buildings. They're Caldwell, Folk, Harrison, Matheson, Perry, Smith, and Woodruff. Mostly these are going to be just some painting, but in Caldwell it's painting corridors, lounges, stairwells, and the doors to some student rooms. Stairwells, while they're offline, while they're being painted, you can still use them in an emergency situation. So if you need to, run down the stairs, then run down the stairs if it's an emergency. The stairwell that is closed off unless an emergency, we'll have a sign posted on it to let you know exactly which ones they are. Folk, it's the same thing. There's going to be some painting of the corridors, lounges, stairwells, and some of the doors as well. And again, while the stairwells are offline, while they're being painted, we will ask you to use a different stairwell. But in the case of an emergency, by all means, use any stairwell you need to get out of the building. Harrison, we're updating 2 of the lounges in the buildings. Those 2 will be closed, and they're going to get new painting, new flooring, new furniture. They're going to look just amazing when everyone comes back. We're really excited about those. Matheson and Perry, there's going to be some work in the stairwells. It's just some stuff that we weren't able to get to in the summer. It's going to be they're going to put some new flooring down, some new treads, and some new painting to match the stuff that's already throughout the building that looks great. So we're excited about that as well. And again, one stairwell will be offline at a time. But it's open in case of emergency. In Smith, there's going to be some installation of some new fixtures, and we are also working in the showers, and we've got one completed, and we got back some good reviews on that. So we're really happy about that. In the showers, we're taking away the curtains and the curtain rods and stuff, and we're actually putting in solid partitions to where you have just your bathroom, your shower that you need to be into. So I think a lot of people are excited about that one. Woodruff, again, it's finishing up some of the stuff we weren't able to get into in the summer with the painting of some of the hallways and some of the lounges and some of the stairwells. And again, there will be a stairwell offline, but it's open during emergency use. By all means, if you need to get out of the building quick, fast, and in a hurry, take any stairwell you need to. All right, and we'll move into the new laundry machines. I want to give a quick update on installation. Installation in most of the buildings is complete, but there's a few issues that the installation company is going back into correct today. There were some gas lines that they weren't able to hook up, but they're on their way back to take care of that today. The buildings, Fitton, Fulmer, Woodruff, Nelson, Shell, and 8th Street apartments, they've all had their old machines removed, and the new ones have been delivered, and they're working on the installation for those today, tomorrow, and throughout the weekend. They should have those done pretty quick. Center Street apartments, Creesign, and the GLC will all have their old machines removed on the 3rd and the 4th, and the new ones will be installed on the 4th and 5th of January. So we pushed that out so we don't have anybody should be in there doing anything during the Christmas and stuff. We'll get them back in by the 1st of the year. There's been some questions on how to use the new machines. Right now, all the new machines are free. So if you need to use one, you should be able to walk up to it and just turn it on and it'll work. You shouldn't have to use any type of a payment or use your buzz card or anything. They're just wide open. But after all the new machines are installed, we'll be placing signage in all the laundry rooms and in the newsletter that comes out in January. And we'll make sure that you get everything that you need, but there'll be an app and it'll tell you how to use the machines. The machines will be free to use to all residents. But the app you're able to reserve up to 3 machines at a time. Then you can go down, you put your stuff in, you use the app to turn the machine on, and then it'll actually give you details throughout the wash cycles to let you know where you're at and when it's finished. You'll get a little alert through the app that your wash load is finished. You can go down and move it over to a dryer. Again, we're excited about this because we're doing this at no cost to the residents. If you Google the company, it's Wash Lava, their website. We're just very excited. I think you're on mute, Jenny.
Goodness. Okay, and then we're gonna turn it over to Jennifer, who's gonna talk a little bit about safely returning to campus. Or I can talk about this and then we'll talk about the spring housing application. So as you guys are returning to campus, please make sure as soon as you come back, there are some strong CDC guidance out there, whether you're traveling internationally, domestically, because you're leaving one group and coming back to another, that we really are encouraging you guys to limit your contact upon arrival. If you can get tested as soon as you come back, and then again 5 to 7 days after you get back, that's really going to help us identify if we have any positive cases in our community and really limit the spread early on. So it's important that as soon as you arrive back on campus, you're getting tested. And then while you're waiting for those results, please make sure that you truly are limiting your close contact with others, especially your roommates. And then please make sure that you're wearing your mask, you're washing your hands, and that you're avoiding large groups. So the mask requirement is still intact across campus. So anytime you are inside a building on campus, you will need to wear a mask. And then the important reminder is for those who did have COVID in the fall, you have a 3-month window, and then after that, you really need to make sure that you're testing again, so that you're monitoring whether or not you have contracted COVID again or you're carrying it. So please make sure, regardless of whether you had it this last fall or not, that if you're outside of that 3-month window, that you're still getting tested as well. So that's what we're asking for as we return to campus, and the test sites will be up and running, I believe, starting Monday the 4th. So we have limited testing this week. We will be closed next week. We have testing the week after that, and then we'll go back to the full force testing on January 4th. So if you go to mytest.godtech.edu, you can get all the details, the locations, the hours, all of that will be there for you. And now we're going to go to Jennifer to talk about summer and fall housing information. Sorry about that, Jennifer.
It's okay. All right. For first years, incoming first years, I don't know if they're listening right now, but it will become, you'll be processed in the order of first come, first served. Which is a little different than how we have done it in the past. We used to have kind of a May 1st deadline, but right now we're just going to do it and as you apply. So we will encourage students to apply as soon as they are accepted to the Institute so that they have a better choice of buildings, of getting what they want as their first preferences. And if they are applying for summer and fall, they will just be asked to make one of the prepayments. You don't have to make the summer prepayment and the fall prepayment. You just make one prepayment. And we will open the application for first year starting the week of January 9th. Now for returning students, the application for the next academic year will be opening on February 1st. And it will end on February 28th. After that, you can still apply for housing. We never take down the applications, but to participate in the self-assign, you do need to apply the 1st through the 28th of February. The application will be in 3 steps. The first step is to apply, and that's where you sign your contract. After that, in March 1st through the 14th, you will go ahead and assign roommate groups. At that point, you'll create your roommate groups. And then on March 17th through April 4th, you will self-assign during that time. On March 1st, you will receive your room selection number before you go ahead and start to make your roommate groups. But you'll have to wait till March 16th to receive the time tickets that will go out. If you want to remain in your same room as an individual, then you can do that on March 15th. And that's just for the individual. But if you're in a roommate group, you don't want to choose to stay in your same room because then you will not be able to be pulled in with the roommate group. So that is truly if you just want to go as an individual and stay in your same room, you can pick that. But if you want to be assigned with the roommates as part of your group, you will wait and do it the March 17th through April 4th, and the person with the lowest selection number will be able to pull in the rest of the individuals. We will offer the upper class LLCs. We'll still have we will still have the LLC for upper class LLC Impact and Grand Challenges, Global Leadership, Honors, Explore, and they will be offering a Rising second year program. It will be smaller than last year's, and it will be in, I believe it's North Avenue West this year. So we will be sending out more information about that.
Great, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And let's see here. That is really all that we have today. Just a couple of quick updates for you guys to make sure that you have all the information you need as we're going into our break. And then as we get ready to welcome you guys back for January and spring semester, we want to make sure you're returning as safely as possible. So we'll have this information up for you on the website. If you guys have any questions, please drop those in the chat. I see that we have one here that I believe Kate is responding to, and she is asking about the meal plan. Nope, sorry. Let's see, let me see what she's asking about. It says, my daughter's a freshman staying in a dorm. She's had stomach pains and a really bad fall semester. She's not getting enough nutrition from campus food due to possible food allergies and food restrictions, not to mention she has tried all options at campus, including allergy-friendly dining. Is there a way to get out of the meal plan for spring semester 21 so she can eat and stay healthy? Thank you. Okay, so we will respond to you and get you in touch with our dining program so that we can address the specific needs that we have there, and then we can go from there. So thank you for that question. If you guys have any other questions, please make sure that you are putting those in our chat. And then if you guys are RAs, it looks like we've ended a little bit early, so we'll hang on for a few more minutes, but then as soon as this is over, please go to the other link that you have so that we can do the RA Q&A as well. Let's see. Thank you, Kate, for adding that resource to the website. So if you'll reach out to Kimberly, she can help you with that question because that is part of our dining program. I don't see any other questions. Okay, we do have a question here. It says, if I apply for early housing approval, will the meal plan come with the approval? Jennifer, do you want to speak to that?
Sure. So the only time that we require the meal plan is if you're a new incoming first year. That's the only time it's a mandatory meal plan.
Brett, did you want to add to that? Nope. Okay, just making sure. So yes, the meal plan is only included with the first year applicants. If you are an upperclassmen applicant, you will need to add that on for yourself. So please make sure that you're doing that.
And one other thing, I'm so sorry, but they do have new, I think some new ways and new information coming out, and they're changing a little bit of the meal plan. So it's very exciting that with the changes that they're making to the meal plan on ways that you can spend the different amounts of money that they're doing. It's unique, so that be looking for that because it's really neat.
Awesome. Well, that's exciting. Okay, well, I don't see any other questions coming in, so I want to thank our presenters for hopping on here with us to share those updates about programming, our facilities updates, and then the housing application if you would like to return and stay with us for next year. Again, this will be on the website. As always, you can reach out to us if you want to at housing or information at housing.gatech.edu. Please make sure that you are getting tested this week. Again, there will be no testing next week, but it will be back the following week. So we will be closed the week of the 21st, reopening the week after. I think we just got one more question in. Says Smith Residence Hall is transitioning from shower curtains in the bathroom to solid lockable partitions. Long term, is it a goal to move all residence halls to that sort of model to promote resident privacy and communal showers across campus? Chris, did you want to speak to that?
I can. All the communal showers are being evaluated for this. If it's something that we can do and it is feasible and actually doable, we will be moving to that kind of showers.
Great. Thank you. And we are working on a master plan that will address kind of all of our buildings. So some will be renovated. We may be adding some new ones, which is exciting. So lots to come, but definitely the goal is to enhance the privacy wherever we can. There was also a question that I missed, and I apologize. It says, how often should a student get tested? Throughout the semester, we ask that everybody test once a week because that seems to be the best schedule. We ask you just to kind of pick a day and incorporate it into your routine. But as you are coming back, again, as soon as you get back, we're asking you to test. Distance yourself for a couple of days, 5 to 7 days is what the CDC recommends, and then test again, just to make sure that you might not test positive, but you might be carrying, you might develop it later. So we are encouraging testing twice once you get back. Once as soon as you get back, and then once 5 to 7 days after. All right, I think that is officially all of our questions. So thank you guys for joining us. We wish you a safe and happy holiday. Enjoy your winter break, and we will see you back here in January. Bye, y'all.